Pokemon trainer player, and he is fantastic, very proficient at the character. And MKLrising is Canisius College's Nest player, and he has had a fantastic season so far. He has been one of the more consistent players on this roster, earning at least a handful of points here and there for his team. So a very pivotal third set. If DePaul wins this set, things could be put out of reach for Canisius College. So MKLrising is a lot on his back right now.
Yeah, they need any points. They just need to be able to take this differential and just like sort of minimize it a little bit. Also, I don't know why it is, but every single co-commentator that I've been with in the EGF says differential over difference, and now I'm the one who says differential too. It spreads like a virus. They're the same word. They mean the same thing. I don't know why it's just, part of my vocab now.
Smashville being the case here for game number 1. And we'll have to see how this goes. Ooh, early start here for MKLrising.
Oh, that was so hot. That was so cool. So let's talk about that interaction for a little bit. MKL was able to get a sweet spot, PK Fire, and then was able to connect to Rising Magnet, but then saw, hey, I think PK Fire is still active. So he gets to drag down forward, which is normally not even a thing until 80%. That was cool. I like Rising Magnet stuff. MKL is cool with it.
And on top of that, too, we don't typically see MKLrising play this aggressive. He doesn't typically go in off the start, but already got BobbyTime at this kill percent, but now Charizard coming out, and this is going to be, I feel like, the pivotal part of the set. Charizard, that heavy character, going to be able to survive a lot of these strong hits and also put out a ton of damage on a light character like Ness.
Ooh, I really like the way that MKL was just moving off stage. BobbyTime, of course, just looking for any opportunity to go off stage, but MKL just like sort of swinging, making his the way that he's drifting off stage just so ambiguous, really scaring BobbyTime not to go to any edge guards, because that's the secret. All that pressure is fake. Please go edge guard Ness.
Being able to take that first stock with the back throw, and MKLrising off to an early lead. Oh, this is dangerous. Oh no. Read it all in advance, that forward smash, just holding it for forever, and BobbyTime able to answer right back.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's like paint. It covers absolutely anything that it touches. Ivysaur's F smash is huge. Like, the biggest thing that you can do in that position is try to drop off the ledge and maybe stall a little bit with some falling magnets. But MKL now has to be able to get back onto the stage. That air dodge was really, really poorly spaced. BobbyTime was able to just continue his advantage and hit him off.
Already 93 on MKL, and it traded the down smash, I believe, and BobbyTime feeling himself afterward.
We just sort of dashing back and forth. Wait, now BobbyTime looking to get a little something started. Starts it with back hit of up into the back hit. That was cute. I like that. You know, that's not something I see a little too often from Squirtle at low percent.
Quick back throw. Oh, nearly got the rocket afterwards, but not able to follow it up. And now MKLrising caught in the corner here. Good air dodge over top of the forward smash, but BobbyTime, again, this Squirtle is just moving right now.
Pretty sure BobbyTime has just been catching MKL on so many whiffed buttons and like a couple of just like slight misspaces and mistimings, especially with the way that he was air dodging. A beautiful get up attack there, just like actually perfectly spaced. Good recognition from MKL. Okay, so you get knocked, you get juggled as a floaty. The option that is really not recommended that you go for is gonna be a double jump aerial. Ness needs that double jump to be able to mix up his landings, to be like, he is fighting with somebody. He's going through it. He was fighting his demons up there, you know. Wow, MKL has to tone it down on a couple of these buttons because BobbyTime just kind of waited, you know.
Yeah, I mean, saving that jump there, obviously the optimal play, but it's one of those habits where you feel like you're in knockback, right? So you want to burn that jump because it's just the easiest button to press at that moment to get you kind of out of disadvantage. But as you said, Ness kind of needs that double jump, and I mean, what started off as a hot start for MKLrising, BobbyTime just found another level there, and I mean, once he took the advantage, he never looked back.
Yeah, BobbyTime's ledge trapping was really solid. His advantage shapes were solid. He just seemed comfortable in every single state of the game. Especially if BobbyTime starts to commit off stage a little bit against MKLrising, trying to go for some of these edge guards. I think this could even be an even bigger, dominating lead for DePaul. So there's so much pressure on MKL right now. He has to be able to take at least a game here for it to be within the realm of reasonable doability for Canisius.
Remember, these two teams played way back in week number 1, and that final score was 19-10. But if Canisius were to drop a third set here, I mean, the maximum amount of points you can earn in a set is 8 if you want to try and do that math. So if BobbyTime is able to close this out in a similar fashion, the Golden Grips will be walking away with a loss this week. But I mean, it's not all doom and gloom. MKLrising, I mean, we've said it before, he's been playing pretty well this season, but the way BobbyTime played, I mean, as you said, between Squirrel and Ivysaur, they put in the work that match.
Yeah, the Squirtle, BobbyTime was just able to really understand when to throw out each of those Pokemon. Ivysaur was just so proficient in a lot of the juggles and a lot of the ledge trapping. Squirtle did an amazing job just being able to attain that stage control quickly, being able to especially pile on that damage at low percents and set up tech chases. So there are definitely a handful of adjustments that MKL has to be able to make. Holding on to that double jump a little bit longer is going to be huge. And being careful about some of the buttons, when you are being juggled, you have to wait. You just have to wait out Ivysaur's up air. You can't immediately, try to throw out an aerial because you just leave yourself so vulnerable.
Match number 2 here between MKLrising and BobbyTime going to Kalos. How do you feel about this stage's Ness?
I like stage with flat sides because you can get a couple of really funny PK Thunder tricks off those. But, and also that's going to make it really easy to tech stuff like Ivysaur down in, especially if you're covering close to the edge of the stage. So you can kind of live infinitely against that move. But in general, this is a stage where you can kind of get camped out sometimes. Squirtle has excellent mobility. He's just able to run circles around you and catch a lot of your landings. So MKL just gonna have to stay ambiguous. Right now, he's really fishing for a lot of these max distance PK5s, but they're so slow.
A little bit of an early lead here for BobbyTime again, and sticking with that Squirtle, not able to find an opening there. But as you can tell, both characters just kind of trying to keep their space, I guess, for now, and waiting for that one opening. A trade there, and the side B for BobbyTime, and now MKLrising gonna try and find his way back to stage. I feel like stage control for BobbyTime, well, it's all in his favor right now.
Absolutely, and that's going to be the F to for a bit of stage control. That time MKL is really smart to be able to avoid the water gun and still be able to find his way back onto the stage. Just goes for the double jump air dodge. Really, just really good use of those options, but he has to make sure that he's careful with a lot of the timings. That PK Thunder.
Ambitious.
Optimistic.
Yeah.
I think it's also a really good way of putting that. Just exactly what I mean. Well, I was going to say MKL could have DI'd that in and tech that on the side of the stage. But that was really good spacing and timing from BobbyTime to still be able to connect it down there. It's a very generous hitbox. It can kind of destroy Ness on a lot of stages, but right now, MKL just sort of dashing back and forth, really looking for something. At this point, BobbyTime could probably just Flare Blitz for mid-stage and hit him for it, because he's leaving himself so vulnerable. No time to sit and shield.
And look at the spacing, too, by BobbyTime, just keeping everything just out of range for MKL. And that back air just covering so much space as well. Already 46 and barely a percent taken since the switch to this Charizard, but the dash attack gonna reset the scenario. Interesting neutral B, but BobbyTime able to shield it, and then again back to the spacing game.
Ooh, tries to go for the, pretty greedy up air there. That was not a particularly well spaced on Charizard shield. Again, BobbyTime has just been playing out of shield this game so well. I would like to see a couple of adjustments to be able to go for more grabs. And the biggest thing, MKL is not really taking the initiative too often to be able to get some space. Good with punish on that up smash, so BobbyTime tried to go for a hard call out. And now we're just seeing MKL play a little bit patiently, but BobbyTime, yeah, dash attack is funny. That move is hilarious. It's a disjointed burst option that is able to cross up shields, be spaced safely on shields, that kills you at 140%. I think that move is honestly just jokes.
That dash attack coming in clutch for MKL, able to take that first stock, but I mean, the damage has already been racked up, sitting at 124 and only 11 on BobbyTime.
At 124, anything can really take it from Ness at this point. Charizard has no difficulty closing out those stocks, but similarly, Ness gets something started at low percent. Wow, he can just pile it on, especially with things like up air. But up throw, excuse me, not going to be able. I was surprised that one actually took the stock. But you know what? Live and learn, I suppose. But yeah, MKL is just like a little bit too intent on only initiating with like dash back, fully spaced PK5. Of course, he can get huge follow-ups out of it, but BobbyTime is just waiting and shielding. You know, it's a very predictable and honestly, at most distances, reactable projectile to make sure you don't get hit by it.
37% for MKL. Again, he has to win this match in order to extend the set and give the Golden Griffins a chance. Here comes the reset there to Charizard as he caught Ivysaur's recovery. And again, this has kind of been the name of the game. Can he find a way in on this Charizard? For now, he cannot. That's not going to be a close enough drift, but maybe a reset here off that F-tilt? Oh, I like the idea to go for the down smash, but unable to land it.
The down smash would have definitely been able to do it. And the biggest thing like right now is like MKL is just like, instead of taking stage for himself and actually pressuring BobbyTime, we're seeing him dash back, dash forth, dash back, and dash forth. It's giving BobbyTime all the opportunity he can get just to run up and grab him. You know, because if MKL throws a shield in there, you know, he still gets hit by it. Look at that. You know, BobbyTime is just adjusted. Ooh. Oh, baby, that DI. Oh.
Twice.
Oh, Mamma Mia.
Back-to-back stocks being taken by that up throw from Charizard. I mean, it is a strong throw. It is absolutely a kill throw. But on a tall stage like Kalos, you might expect Ness to live a little bit longer.
Yeah, Ness is not a light fellow. You know, he's a growing boy. He eats plenty. He could live a little bit longer than you'd think. But I don't think up throw should have been. What was the DI angle? Talk to us, Devin. Inform us about that, by the way.
Oh, the blue streak.
Mm-hmm.
Right, the blue streak is the DI angle, and you can tell it's pretty vertical.
Yeah. Yep. So again, probably MKL was trying to DI for the forward throw, but both F and up throw are pretty reactable. They're not true DI mix-ups like that. So you could just default to holding in always, but then as soon as you see the up come out, you're like, wait, I'll just tilt my analog stick in the opposite direction and be able to compensate. And guys, with that being said, that means DePaul University takes a 16-1 lead, which means Canisius College, if they lose more than one stock, well, first off, if they lose a stock, they can't win. If they lose more than one stock, they can't even bring it back to even. So, tight spot to be in. It's not pleasant.